All right, Kristina. Kristina, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
I am originally from Chicago, Illinois. I grew up in Chicago, Illinois for a little bit. And then we moved to Kentucky for about 3 years. And yeah, I wouldn't say I grew up in Kentucky, but I would say I grew up in Illinois.
Yeah.
But I lived in Kentucky for a short period of time.
And tell me about your family. You had both your parents as a kid?
That's hard to say. I had my parents for a short time. Both my parents are deceased now. My mother was the worst alcoholic you could ever imagine. All I can remember is her. My dad was a cocaine dealer, but all I can remember is him. My last memory of her and him is him on his knees begging her to not make him go get her alcohol, while she was calling him every name in the book and saying that she was going to take us away from him. And he said, please, and he was crying. I'd never seen my dad cry before until then. And he said, please, please stop. And she wanted alcohol so bad that she took us away.
How would you describe your childhood?
My childhood was, I didn't really have a childhood. I didn't have any kind of regular, continual, same schooling. I went to about, and this is no joke, 12 different schools, grade schools growing up, because my mom couldn't figure out what she wanted to do with us. She dragged us along with her on her alcoholic journey. Florida, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky again. I've been quite a few places with her, but I didn't know. I've been through. She put me in situations, me and my sister in situations that we should never have been in. But I still loved her because she was my mom.
Any kind of abuse that you went through as a kid?
Not by my immediate family, no. Only, my mom burned me with cigarettes, if that's what you mean.
I would consider that abuse, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She burned you with cigarettes?
Yes. Yeah, I have scars on my hands from her burning me with cigarettes.
And then sexual abuse, stuff like that?
One of her boyfriends sexually abused me and my sister. But what's weird is my sister didn't back me up when I finally told my mom, and I didn't know what to do. How do you tell your mom something that happened to both you and your sister, and your sister doesn't back you up, tell you you're a liar in front of your mom when you know it's true? I don't know. My mom believed me though.
That's good. Did you make it through high school?
Did I what?
Did you finish high school?
I was unable to finish high school. I did not. I was a few credits away, and because I came out here to finish high school, because out there it was, I became too much of a problem because I was rebelling and doing drugs and just...
When did drug use start for you?
I'm sorry?
When did the harder drug use start for you?
Oh, very young. Very young.
Like what?
12.
Wow.
My mom was sick from her cirrhosis of liver, so I would steal all her morphine and her fentanyl patches before fentanyl was a thing. They used to have gel patches, and I would just, I didn't even know what they were, and I would take anything, just to escape, anything. Oh. And my sister's so different because she's not like that. It's weird.
You're raised the same.
I know. It's strange.
What do you think it is? DNA? Is it your personalities are different?
Well, she's a compulsive liar and a sexaholic, so I think that maybe she has her own demons.
Yeah, it gets channeled.
But mine are worse, apparently.
So you left home at what age?
I left home when my mom passed away because because by that point I had made amends with my mom, because I said, we talked and I hated her for so long. I couldn't hate her anymore. I told her I hate you, and we discussed it, and we got through it. And then we were close. We were so close, so close. Nobody was closer like I was. And when she died, nobody cared but me, and it hurt. And I understand why now, but I didn't then. And I'm trying to hurry up this long. So I left home after she passed away because my father decided he wanted to live life, which he should have. He deserved it, because he got clean, because they got back together because after my mom got cirrhosis of the liver, they got back together because she couldn't take care of us, me and my sister. So she called my dad to come help. So after 4 years of not seeing my father, all of a sudden he's there one day. That was a wonderful, wonderful moment. But anyway, so after she passed away, that was pretty much my just don't give a fuck point.
And what kind of stuff did you get into then?
Well, I was already into drugs. I got my mom heroin because she was sick, I just got her a little bit because she was hurting so bad. And it haunts me every day. But she was hurting so bad from the morphine withdrawals, I couldn't watch her hurt. I couldn't. I'm sorry. Thank you. And I had to leave home because my mom had really long hair, really beautiful long hair, and she was so beautiful. And I used to brush her hair for her all the time. I used to sleep downstairs and Kristina, come brush my hair. Or if she was hurting for her morphine, Kristina, rub my back, help me, and I'd be there for her. And after she passed away, I couldn't get that voice out of my head. I heard her every night. I still hear her sometimes in my head, calling my name. So I had to leave. I couldn't stay. I couldn't stay there. So I just left one day. Said bye to my dad, and I just left. And me and my dad, we didn't really speak much after that because he said, "You're too much like your mother. I can't deal with you." So our relationship kind of ended there, even though I loved him. And then he died of prostate cancer when I was 23.
And you're how old now?
35.
35. You've been in LA how long?
So I was 18.
I'm sorry?
So I was 18. 18?
Since you were 18?
Yeah, since my mom died.
Oh, I see. So you've been here a long time.
Yeah.
And where are you living today? Are you in Skid Row?
Yeah, Skid Row. I'm everywhere. Mostly Skid Row, but sometimes I go to the valley. Sometimes I go to wherever I need to go to get my drugs. Wherever I need to go. And if I need to stay there, I need to stay there.
What is your drug today?
Today it's
Well, not today. I mean,
my drug of choice is heroin, but recently fentanyl came on the scene, and it's very powerful, and it numbs me pretty damn well, and I really want to be numb. But actually, my drug of choice is probably Xanax. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know why.
Do you use all the drugs that are available on the street?
I know I'm a bad person.
No, I'm just asking. I'm not judging.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I just don't want to feel what I have to feel. My boyfriend of 8 years before I met Christopher died in my arms 4 years ago. That was kind of hard for me.
And do you have children?
3. 3. 2 don't know me. One knows me. Calls me mommy. I see him as much as I can, at least once or twice a week. But also I fuck up there too. I fuck up so bad there too. We had a chance to get him back, and I'm just so stupid.
Why were you stupid? Just you using
And
drugs?
drugs are more important than anyone.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means your drugs have a strong control of you.
His parents don't even understand because they let us. They've adopted him now recently, just recently, and so now they say it's a privilege that I get to see my son. It's a privilege. It's not a right, which I understand. Because but I had him from the hospital for 8 months. I was clean. I did so good. And they found out that I had a prior DCFS case from 10 years ago. 10 years ago. And they took him away from me. Even though I was doing good, I was doing so amazing. And after that, I just said, why should I even try anymore? What's the point? I can't even have a child I can love. I just don't want to feel, So I don't,
You think you'll be down here the rest of your life, or
God, I hope not.
living like this the rest of your life?
I don't want to be. But half the time I'm getting woken up by ambulances or the police.
You've OD'd before?
No, but they think I have. I mean, I know that sounds weird, but when they approach us in our car, he's OD'd because they can't wake him up, but they can wake me up. I'm always able to wake up, and I'm sure I've OD'd before, but I mean, I don't even care. Sometimes I want to because I love Dean so much. I love him more than I love myself, I think. Do I? I don't even know because the drug's more important. I couldn't tell you. I don't want them to be. I wish they were.
You feel a lot of guilt and shame over
God.
your situation?
Every second of every day I'm alive. Every second of every day I'm alive. Yes.
And that just makes you use more, right?
I was clean when they took Dean from us. I was clean. And I was on methadone. Forgive me. I was on methadone, but I was doing good. Mm-hmm. I was doing better than I ever have in my life. And they didn't care. They didn't care. We had him for 8 months and he was doing so good. I never felt so special. I never felt so wanted and cared for. Needed. I love to feel needed. I took care of my mom when she was dying because I love taking care of people. I can't help it. And to have Dean was my world, and they took it from me, and I feel like, well, what's the point of anything else if I can't have my world anymore?
And that just makes your addiction escalate.
20 times worse. Every day, it escalates more and more and more and more. I used to do terrible things to get drugs. Terrible things. I don't anymore, but they still haunt me, I mean, anybody who says they haven't is a liar. If they're a heroin addict, they've done terrible things to get drugs. They have. It's just who we are. We don't want to be sick.
Your morals kind of go out the window, don't they?
They don't even know what a window is. They forget what a window is. And I'm ashamed of it. But it's made me the person I am today. And I know I'm a good person. I know I am. But I have this hold on me right now that is just something I can't shake. And I want to get into treatment. Every time I want to go, I fucking fail. I fail.
Yeah, I've seen it a million times. It's not just you.
I know. But in my life it is just me. Because Dino deserves better than this. He deserves a mother like he should have. I mean, you have no idea. When I hear that boy call me Mom, my world melts. I'm sorry. Thank you. I have 3 kids and I've never had one of them call me Mom. My sister, the one that's alive, has my first son, Logan. And my second son I gave up for adoption. When Dean, I was on methadone. I did everything I was supposed to do, and they still took it from me. And then when they took it from me and said, "We're not going to give you parental rights. We're not even going to give you a chance to get parental rights," I thought I was going to kill myself. But they did, and I still blew it.
What do you think people that don't do drugs don't understand about addiction?
How hard it is to stop. And what it does is to your mind. And I care so much. My family doesn't even talk to me anymore. Nobody in my long distance family talks to me anymore because of my addiction. And I just wish they would. I just want their support. If I had a little bit of support, maybe I could have some kind of help. But I have no family. None. Chris says his family is my family, but it's not. I don't have a family. My parents are dead. My sister's dead. My boyfriend 8 years is dead. People die around me a lot for whatever reason. And then people still might think I'm a murderer. Because it's just insane. I just can't even believe why people would think that, you know. Even people that do drugs think that I've killed my boyfriend of 8 years. Someone that I devoted my life to. Why would I hurt him? Why? But that just follows me around. Just to punish me for whatever I did in my past life, I guess. I don't know. But I know I suffer for it. I suffer for what I do. And I want to stop. I don't want to be sick. But most of all, I don't want to feel. I don't want to feel what I have to feel when I know it's going to help me. The pain that's coming, I know is going to be very, very difficult for me to deal with. Because losing my dad, that was almost as hard than losing my mom. Because I was here in California and he was in Illinois. And my sister, when she was alive, she called me crying. So I can't tell her. My stepmom got on the phone, said, your dad passed away. And he was 48. So I was expecting that. It was totally sudden. My mom, hers wasn't, but my dad, totally sudden. I never had to say goodbye. I never had to say sorry. I never had to say I love you. I never had to say I'm sorry I was for being a terrible daughter. But he was a pastor, so hopefully he's somewhere forgiving me, I hope. But after he died, my sister said, I'll call you in a few days and I'll buy you a plane ticket. You need closure. You need to come to the funeral. I never got the call. I never got the closure. I never got the call. I got discontinued from the family completely. My sister, she's a compulsive liar, like I said. She told my family that I was too busy doing drugs in California to come to my father's funeral. So I was unable to make it to his funeral and get the closure that I thought that I needed. And she promised that she called me, but I know she didn't, because I waited in bed for days for a call and I never got one.
Do you think that anything from your childhood, like your mom's alcoholism, might have
Oh yeah.
set you on this path?
Oh yeah.
Like that, like your drug addiction is kind of a inherited trait you got from your mom, perhaps?
Yeah, but why did Samantha and Jessica not get it? But why do I have to get it? Nobody else has it. Just me, Kristina. The big loser, Kristina. Then nobody calls, nobody cares to check up on. They're waiting to hear that I'm dead. You know, that's all they're waiting for. I know it.
What's your biggest regret? Not to like spread the shame.
No. My biggest regret is moving to California. Even though I started using China White when I was in Illinois, I feel like I could have.
The drugs are more available here?
No, they're way more available out there. But
oh, is that right?
Oh yeah, they scream they're on the street corners. Rocks blows. Yeah, they're way more available out there. But I could have been with my family more and maybe had more support. I mean, they tried really hard. They did, and I just said, you know what? I don't want your help. I don't need it. But I did. I did need it. And I threw it away. And now I'm this close to a box, And I don't care. That's the worst part, I only care for Dean because I don't want to not have a mom. But I figure he does have a mom. He has Chris's mom. Chris is his new mom. I'm done.
Kristina, what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
The most important lesson I've learned is that you don't need substances to make you happy. You just need people. That's my lesson.
All right, Kristina. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story.
I'm so sorry I cried so much.
No, it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
It probably feels better, right?
It does.